Why did Somaliland not get the recognition? Somaliland has not gained international recognition for several intertwined reasons: historical, political, legal, and geopolitical. Here's a breakdown. Globe showing Europe-Africa 1. Legacy of colonial borders and African Union stance. Colonial background: Somaliland was a British protectorate, British Somaliland, and it voluntarily united with Italian Somaliland in 1960 to form the Republic of Somalia. AU principle: the African Union, and previously the OAU, is strongly committed to preserving colonial borders to avoid opening the floodgates for other separatist claims. Recognizing Somaliland could set a precedent that many African nations fear, e.g., Nigeria with Biafra, Ethiopia with Tigray, etc. Scroll 2. Legal and political complexity. International law favors territorial integrity. Since Somaliland voluntarily unified with Somalia, the world sees it as a region trying to secede rather than a state reasserting independence. Somalia opposes it. No central Somali government has ever recognized Somaliland's secession. Without Somalia's consent, other nations are hesitant to jump in. Classical building 3. Geopolitical calculations. Strategic alliances matter. Most countries follow what the UN, AU, and major powers recognize. And those powers don't want to destabilize Somalia further by recognizing Somaliland. Regional politics. Neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Djibouti have complicated relationships with both Somalia and Somaliland. They might cooperate informally with Somaliland but stop short of official recognition to avoid conflict. Handshake 4. Lack of major power support. No major country has taken the lead to recognize Somaliland diplomatically, even though some, like the US and UK, acknowledge its relative stability and democratic process. International organizations, like the UN and World Bank, deal with Somaliland as a region of Somalia, not a separate country. Locked 5. Global fear of fragmentation. Recognizing Somaliland might encourage secessionist movements elsewhere, which is a risk many governments avoid. Examples: Catalonia, Spain, Kurdistan, Iraq, South Ossetia/Abkhazia, Georgia, and others. Chart increasing irony: functioning state without recognition. Somaliland has a functioning government, elections, currency, military, and peace, especially compared to southern Somalia. But lack of recognition limits its access to international loans, investments, and diplomacy. If one major power ever decides to officially recognize Somaliland, it could shift the tide. Until then, it's stuck in diplomatic limbo, a country in all but name. Would you be interested in how Somaliland maintains peace and democratic structures despite the lack of recognition?